Hello, everybody. Today is January the 26th of 2012 or 2012, depending on however you say it. I do believe that Joe Paterno is either being buried today or it was yesterday. There was something other about it on the news. Yeah, I'm not a sports fan, so I was never really a fan of his. Don't know that much about him. Never even heard of him really until the Sandusky scandal came out. And now some people are saying that Joe Paterno died of a broken heart. Well, make no mistake, he was 86 years old and he died of lung cancer. So, they said because he had been in his profession for so many years, was a coach for so many years, and that he was fired the way he was. Well, people work in factories for many, many years, and the plant closes down, and they don't have millions of dollars to fall back on, So, but they're not all dropping dead broken hearts. So, that's just my opinion. I'm sure I'm going to get some slack on that statement. But I wanted to talk about allergies, peanut allergies, and bullies. This is making the news big now. A couple weeks ago, there was a little girl that died of a peanut allergy at her school. She was on the playground and she went running up to her teacher and said she ate something bad. And I'm not sure somebody gave it to her or whatever. I'm sure they either had to or she found it, picked it up. But by the time that they could do anything with her, she died right there at the school. And that's sad. They started talking about, there's pros and cons to this. Some people want peanuts taken out of the schools altogether. Peanuts, peanut butter cookies, peanut oil. And they want it taken out altogether. To protect the children that have peanut allergies, and I can see that side. Because if it were my child that was allergic and it could kill them, I would want it out too. On the other hand, the other set of people say, well, why take from the majority of the children because of one thing that a child has? In that case, what if you have a diabetic child? Are you going to take all the sweets, all the cakes, pies, candy, ice cream? Are you going to take that out of the schools because you have a diabetic child? So I can see both sides. I can see it very clearly. I can see it. But I was very lucky my kids were not allergic to anything. But as far as how the bullies come into play, now it's in the news. There was this little boy who has a peanut allergy, and this other little boy is bullying him with peanuts. He chases this boy with peanuts. I think he got close enough to him one day to rub peanuts on his arm, and the little boy's mother said he came home and went running to the bathroom and just scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed because he was so scared. And this is intolerable. It's intolerable. The schools are saying they have zero tolerance for this, zero tolerance for that. Well, I bet you if they had zero tolerance for the bullies, it would cut back a great bit. In other words, like this little boy that's taunting this little boy with peanuts, get rid of him. Expel him for the year. Make him repeat the school year. I bet you if you put a bully out and made them repeat the school year, that would cut the bullying in half, if not more, if not almost cut it out altogether. Kids don't want to repeat the school year. And I know parents are going to get mad if that was to happen. Parents would really get mad. Well, if your child's a bully, then your child deserves to do another year of school. And that will cut down on it a lot. As far as this boy taunting this little boy with peanuts, he should be gone. He should be gone. That should be a given. He should go. That's ridiculous. I can't say that enough. It's just ridiculous. But it must be so hard to have a child or to be a child with a peanut allergy, because when you go to a restaurant, you don't know what people are cooking with. You have to look into this and look into that, and it would be so hard. It would really be hard for me because I am a peanut butter freak. I love my peanut butter. I eat peanut butter on something every day, even if it's just on a spoon. I eat a little bit of peanut butter every single day. And I know back several years ago when they had the the Peter Pan peanut butter was tainted. And I had a big jar. At that time, I was buying the great big jars because I ate so much of it. I had a great big jar of it up in the cabinet, and I'd already eaten half of it. And it came on the news, and they gave the number on there, you know, the code number for you to see if your peanut butter was one on the recall list. And I had just eaten a sandwich, and I thought, well, you know, I've already ate half the jar. My peanut butter's fine. But I wrote it down anyway, and then I went and looked at my jar, and mine was it. It had that lot number on it. So even though I'd already eaten half the jar, and I'm sure it was fine, I just couldn't bring myself to eat the rest, so I threw it in the garbage. And that's when I thought, yeah, I believe it was Peter Pan. Yeah, it was Peter Pan. Because you couldn't find Peter Pan on the shelf for over a year. Not around here, anyway. You just couldn't find it. And they said that the reason being that there's only one factory that makes the Peter Pan, and it had been contaminated with mold and a lot of other stuff, and the roof leaked, and there was mold in the cylinders, and it leaked into the factory, so they had to tear the factory down and rebuild the whole new factory. And but I'm eating it again, you know. Of course, I just switched to another brand of peanut butter. I think right before the Peter Pan peanut butter, though, Jif had come out and said that somebody had found a rat hair in their Jif, so I switched from Jif to Peter Pan. Then that happened with Peter Pan, so then I went to Skippy, and I ate Skippy until Peter Pan came back. So now I alternate from Jif to Peter Pan. How did I get on this peanut butter? But anyway. No, as I was talking about the bullies, zero tolerance for bullies. There was this one little boy, they say zero tolerance for weapons, and this one little boy bought a hat to school that he had little combat soldiers on the bill of his hat to honor his a family member in the service, and they put him out of school because the little combat man had a gun, and they said zero tolerance for guns. So I say zero tolerance for bullies. It just makes sense. And put them out, like I said, make them repeat the year, and we'll see how much that cuts back on. And I bet you it'll do a world of good. Anyway, until next time, bye-bye.